Hello and welcome to the news here on Magic Picks Now. I am Krishna Kumar. Let's take a look at the top stories that we're tracking. No arrests, no leads, but 1 week after the shocking 24-year-old girl's murder and rape in Mumbai, the state finally reaches out to the victim's family. 6 reported dead in the aftermath of cyclone Varda. Power outage reported from most parts of Chennai and the whole state of Tamil Nadu. Demonetization hits where it hurts the most. Crippled by cash crunch, industry and trade across India begin sacking employees. Magic Bricks Now gets you the latest updates. The Enforcement Directorate goes undercover, catches 500 bank branches laundering money, sends CDs of sting operations to the Finance Ministry. First up, our continued focus on the gruesome rape and murder of a 24-year-old physiotherapist in Mumbai. A week later, the Mumbai police still has no leads and has made no arrests in the case. But following Magic Bricks Now's sustained coverage, the Maharashtra government has finally woken up and taken cognizance of the case. After over a week, the representatives of the ruling party, the BJP, finally reached out to the victim's family, and we have my colleague Disha Shah getting us all the details in this latest update.
It's a week now and the police officials are still struggling for clues in a case of a 24-year-old physiotherapist who was raped, brutally murdered and then burnt to death at her own place in Vile-PArle in Mumbai. It's been a week now and the police still claims that there have been no leads, no suspects, and of course 0 arrests have been made in this case so far. Even on Tuesday, police claim that there are in all 8 police departments who are working and closely monitoring this case, and they have investigated and questioned as many as 300 to 400 people, but still they have not been able to get that lead. Even on Monday, the police had examined the medical test on few of the suspects and they were given clean chit because nothing suspicious was found in those medical reports. So they say that absolutely now they are left with no leads and the investigation is on. In fact, on Tuesday, we also saw the government officials making presence here at the Vile-PArle police station, and also they met the victim's family after almost a week. Shaina NC and Niranjan Shetty, both the representatives from the government, from the BJP, they came here, they met with the police officials and the victim's family. And lastly, when we spoke to the victim's family, what they told us is that they have already registered a complaint here at the Vile-PArle police station as to how anybody can reveal their daughter's identity. So they have asked the police to investigate that matter as well. This is Disha Shah reporting here from Magic Picks Now.
It has been an entire week. We've been on this campaign, on this channel, on this show for a whole week, demanding justice, demanding some sort of reaction from the police or from the government, and we've got none whatsoever.
Nirbhaya happened in Delhi, Soumya happened in Kerala, everything, it keeps on repeating. I mean, what are the officials doing there?
How is her alcohol consumption or lack thereof, how is her smoking or lack thereof relevant to the fact that she was raped and murdered? This is nothing else but character assassination.
मैं सीएम साहब से कल ही सुबह नागपुर में बात करके इस ऑफिसर पर एक्शन लेने की जरूर मैं खुद कदम उठाऊंगी।
मैं पूछती हूँ कि ये डिबेट कब तक चलेगा, कब तक हमारे सरकार, हमारे कानून व्यवस्था अपनी आंख बंद करके रखेगा, कब तक हमारी बच्चियां बलि चढ़ेगी, कब सबको समझ आएगा?
Rape still is being considered as a crime against honor and custom rather than crime against personal, physical, psychological integrity.
I'd like to say on Magic Picks Now, Faye, you have been witness to it. In the past, even I have taken competent and pertinent points to the Honorable Chief Minister. The Chief Minister has assured me in this particular case.
We're expecting action to be taken against those who released the photograph and the identity of this particular victim. And this is a conversation that I personally give you an assurance on that we will not let go.
Are you watching The Urban Debate? Only on Magic Bricks Now.
Moving on, a day after Cyclone Varda battered the states of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, the cities are now trying to get back to normalcy. Operations at the Chennai airport has indeed resumed. However, schools and colleges remain closed for the second day, also in Chennai and the neighboring districts. Meanwhile, relief and rescue operations in affected areas are on in full swing. And Cyclone Varda, in fact, struck the coast, making landfall about 15 kilometers from Chennai. It took lives of around 6 people, also brought down thousands of trees and many power lines as well, bringing all the 3 states to a grinding halt. And we have Times Now's Paul joining us on the phone line from Nellore. Paul, talk to us. What is the latest in terms of the situation over there?
Well, one day after Cyclone Varda made a landfall in coastal Andhra Pradesh, the city, as you said, is definitely limping back to normalcy. In fact, the NDRF teams, 4 teams of NDRF consisting of around 35 to 40 people, were deployed in various parts of Andhra Pradesh, especially in Nellore district, because that was where the landfall was expected. And 3 teams out of the 4 have been diverted back to Guntur, the place where they were sent from, where they were deployed. And the city is limping back, and schools and all other educational institutions have been declared a holiday today. Otherwise, normal life seems to have been restored. A lot of power lines had been disrupted. The NDRF team, which is there in association or in collaboration with the local district administration, is ensuring that the lines and power supply. Sullurupeta in Nellore district was one place which was really affected by the storm because of the high velocity winds. Several trees were uprooted in the area. The NDRF team has been in action ever since the cyclone made a landfall in this area. They have been clearing off roads where the trees had fallen, and they are helping people. 60 establishments, rehabilitation centers out of the 150 that were identified by the local administrations were used to evacuate people, around 11,500 people. Only in Nellore district, Sullurupeta village and other local mandals of Nellore district were evacuated. People were evacuated from these areas. They were given out food packages. Sullurupeta had a power disruption, and by morning, officials in collaboration with the NDRF worked. Power has been restored. Other than that, no casualties have been reported, thankfully. The cyclone weakened into a depression. We are seeing rains in several parts of the district. Otherwise, life seems to have come back to normalcy. Sriharikota's ISRO was a major point of concern because of the technology and the place, the research center. Thankfully, no damage has been reported from Sriharikota's ISRO. NDRF teams were also deployed in this area to ensure that nothing happens to the launching pads of the rockets. No damage has been reported from Sriharikota. Other than Sullurupeta in Andhra Pradesh, life is normal at this end.
All right, Paul, thank you so much for bringing us that update from Nellore district in Andhra Pradesh. Paul from Times Now, they're getting us the latest as far as the aftermath of Cyclone Varda is concerned. Shifting focus away from that onto the next story. 1 month later, demonetization hits where it hurts the most. Cash-strapped owners of small factories and shops are sacking workers. Construction, real estate and infrastructure too are laying off employees. Magic Bricks Now's reporters took stock of the situation on the ground. First up, we have my colleague Amita Balachandra, who caught up with the employees of some medium and small-scale companies in Thane, close to Mumbai. Listen to what they had to say.
Close to 5 weeks of the government's demonetization move, and the situation has not yet changed on ground. In fact, the worst hit among this lot is medium and small-scale industries whose businesses have gone down 60 to 70%, and as a domino effect, several people are being laid off in these industries. In fact, I'm joined by a couple of workers and the owner of an MSME that deals with manufacturing machinery. So, first of all, tell us at this point in time, over the last 4 weeks, after the demonetization move, what exactly is happening on ground, especially when it comes to your business?
See, we have, after demonetization, we have retained some workers because those workers, we cannot pay by a check. They were a casual workers. Even from our client side, also the orders are really less because now all the clients, because we are working for all corporates, they are not taking a decision. because they somehow everybody is in back of mind is that now next what is going to happen.
आप ये बताइए, अभी इन्होंने बताया कि बहुत सारे लोगों को जॉब से निकाल दिया गया। आपको ये डर है कि शायद अगर ऐसे ही कंटिन्यू होगा कि आपका जॉब भी जाएगा?
शायद हो सकता है
जाएगा ना, ऐसा होएगा तो ऐसा ही काम रहेगा तो ऐसे ही चले जॉब जाएगा। कंपनी से काम नहीं आएगा, काम नहीं मिलेगा, पैसा नहीं मिलेगा, जॉब जाएगा ही ना भाई। इसलिए तो कुछ होना ही चाहिए सब।
हमको पेमेंट 7 तारीख को होता है, अभी बीच में 3 दिन छुट्टी आ गई, उसकी वजह से हम बैंक में जा नहीं सके। और बैंक में गए तो चेक डालने के बाद हमको कैश लेने में चेक डाल दिया, दूसरा आदमी डाल दिया समझो कोई भी, तो चेक का कैश लेने के लिए तो हमें ही जाना पड़ेगा। तो हमें जाने के लिए तो इधर से छुट्टी लेना पड़ेगा, एक दिन हमारा वेस्ट। फिर लाइन लगाओ, उधर लाइन लगाने के बाद फिर उधर पैसा वो भी पूरा नहीं मिलता है, 2000 मिलेगा, फिर उसमें गुजारा करो, फिर वापस गाड़ी मारो या हाफ डे करो, फिर जाके फिर उसका अपना पेमेंट कर लो। ऐसे हमको दिक्कत आती है।
ये बताएं कि बैंक में जाने के लिए बहुत मुश्किल है क्योंकि आपका डेली वेज कट हो जाएगा। आप ये बताइए, आप रोज़ घर कैसे चला रहे हो?
घर कैसे चला, जैसे मान लीजिए 8-10 हज़ार में चलता है, 2000 ATM से लेके आएगा, 4000 बैंक में मिलता है, तो कहाँ से चलेगा? और बार बार जाना पड़ता है, 1-2 घंटा लाइन लगाना पड़ता है, 4 घंटा लाइन।
Also tell me this at this point in time, if this continues over the next 2 quarters, because that's the word in the market right now, what are you going to do? Are you going to retrench more people?
Retrenching means, retrenching means you have to close down the business. Means if there is no work here in my factory, what I will do with the people?
While small and medium-scale companies have taken a big hit, the association that represents them says that if this continues, they will be unable to pay taxes in the following year. So much so that the Chamber of Small Industries Association has now written to Finance Minister Arun Jaitley seeking a 60-day extension to pay all their central taxes.
And now when there is a slowdown in business, cancellation of orders and all this turbulence, we have requested the state government and the CBEC to even give us the grace period of payment of tax to be paid in the depository. What happens is that generally all the small industries are in the bracket of quarterly payments. Now that quarterly payment will be due now in January 2017. At that time, people will be starved of the liquidity because of this present issue. So like the government has done for the banks, that you can pay your loans, you won't be called a defaulter, and you can, if you pay after 2 months from the date of due. We have requested them that also for these taxes, state taxes and the central taxes, you should give us the grace period, especially for MSMEs.
Keeping with demonetization and with banks opening after a 3-day break, long queues were back in many cities. Here's an update that we got from the southern city of Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. Take a look.
Let me just tell you this thing, that the cash to digital transactions here in Trivandrum is very slowly picking up. If you look at the other parts of Kerala, especially Kochi and Calicut, yes, there are a large number of traders who are slowly going towards digital payments, especially the Paytm and CoPaise apps. But here in Trivandrum, we see a very low trend, especially among the traders, the fisher folks and the people from the vegetable and the fruit market. The problem here is the people are quite, they are a bit reluctant and they're quite cautious about this. And that's the one reason that, people are not moving towards digital payments in the same pace what you see in places like Bangalore, Chennai, Bombay and Delhi. Here people are still, with the cash payment, so it's taking a bit of time. But yes, we expect slowly in the course of time, that is at least in the next 2 to 3 months, the payments will slowly switch on to digital payments, especially to Paytm and other apps. Yes, and when you come to the queues, when you come to the availability of cash in the ATMs, one of the biggest problems which have been faced here is that yes, there is cash in most of the ATMs right now. They have filled the cash, but the problem is by afternoon, by around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, most of these ATMs go dry. And one of the biggest problems that has been faced here is that it's mostly people have been able to withdraw 2,000 notes by afternoon, and the availability of change is one of the biggest challenge that has been faced. Now, if you look at the screen right now, most of these ATMs are yet to be opened. Very less people. It's only by 10 o'clock that the banks will be open, and then you can see that the queues, the large number of people will be coming to the queues.
Meanwhile, in a shocking incident, an RBI official along with 8 other men were arrested by the Central Bureau of Investigation, or the CBI, for illegal currency exchange. The arrested 9 men allegedly exchanged 1.5 crore rupees worth of banned currency notes. The CBI unearthed this scam by having its officials pose as customers looking to get old currency changed illegally, and after paying a commission as a bribe to the alleged middlemen. Now we have my colleague Chandra R. Shrikant getting us all the details on this from Bengaluru.
It has come as a huge embarrassment, which is why the RBI has swung into action. We heard out its Deputy Governor, Mr. Mundra, talking about how they have taken action against the concerned employee. He's said that it is a very junior official within RBI, and that in a massive operation, isolated incidents, it's possible that isolated incidents like these happen. He also called for more to be done on the whistleblower front. But as far as this case is concerned, from what we understand, there were totally 9 middlemen involved, including the RBI employee who had the designation of a special assistant within the organization, and they used to charge anywhere between 15 to 30% commission on each transaction to exchange illegal currency. So this amounted to at least 1.5 crore in illegal currency that was exchanged using this huge commission amount, which is why they are in the dock now. We of course have to wait and see what else measures RBI will put in place, because remember, this is the latest in a series of arrests we have witnessed by the CBI at various banks, bank officials really taking advantage of the situation and making money in the process.
It was a junior functionary of Reserve Bank of India, and it was reported by the investigating agency that he was recorded to be present in a bank branch where this kind of transaction was happening. Having known about that, the concerned employee has been suspended. We have instituted investigation, and due action would be taken once the details are known.
Now, it has been over a month since the government announced the demonetization scheme, but the politics over the note ban has only escalated. The opposition questioning the legality of the government's move, even as the centre continues to stand by its decision.
How does anyone get 34 crore worth of 2,000 rupee notes? This is the biggest scam of the year, and this must be investigated. Yet the government has not said a single word so far of how 2,000 rupee notes have gone into these hands. They are simply saying the income tax department is investigating the matter. This is not a matter of investigation only by the income tax department. This is a criminal act, and this requires a criminal investigation.
Some unscrupulous people, including some in the banking sector and some others, have been trying to subvert the system once again and accumulate large amounts of cash unlawfully. Obviously, there is a breach of law in this, and this is a step which hurts the economy, and therefore all agencies of the government are keeping an eye on this. They will investigate this matter, and all those who are indulging in these malpractices will have to pay a very heavy price for what they are doing.
So no longer it is the old objective of black money, counterfeit currency or terrorist funding. Now it is a new goal. The goalpost is shifting. Suddenly they've discovered cashless economy.
Given this scandalous record, it is not surprising that the Congress party is extremely uncomfortable with this anti-corruption campaign that the NDA government led by Mr. Narendra Modi has launched.
Away from that and on to a shocking incident in West Bengal, where a 50-year-old man who collapsed on the road in the middle of busy traffic remained unattended for over an hour and later died. The incident happened at the busy crossing of a textile college at Vile-PArle in Murshidabad. Instead of extending help to the old man, people were seen clicking pictures. Even the traffic cops were not sensitive enough to help the man. After an ordeal of about 1 hour, 2 people came by and picked up the body from the middle of the road. The 50-year-old man still remains unidentified. Away from that, the Congress has now questioned the meeting between actor and superstar Shah Rukh Khan and MNS chief Raj Thackeray over Shah Rukh Khan's latest film Raees is released. Now, the film stars Pakistani actress Mahira Khan. The Congress has not just taken on Raj Thackeray but has also lashed out at the chief minister for giving in to Thackeray's style of politics.
निश्चित तौर पर बहुत ही आपत्तिजनक बात है। देश में एक्स्ट्रा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पावर सेंटर तैयार नहीं होने चाहिए। सबसे पहले सवाल महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री से है, जो स्वयं गृह मंत्री भी हैं। क्या उनको शर्म नहीं आती है कि उनके रहते प्रदेश में, मुंबई में कोई इंडिविजुअल अपनी फिल्म रिलीज करने के लिए राज ठाकरे के पास जाके परमिशन मांगता है? दूसरी बात, मैं आरोप लगाता हूं कि हमारे मुख्यमंत्री ने राज ठाकरे का जो हफ्ता वसूली का रैकेट चलता है देशभक्ति के नाम पे, उसको ऐ दिल है मुश्किल के माध्यम से एक लीगल अमली जामा पहनाने का गुनाह किया था। और आज उसी का नतीजा है कि कोई भी व्यक्ति जिसने अपनी फिल्म में किसी पाकिस्तानी कलाकार को ले रखा है, वो मुख्यमंत्री के दरवाजे को खटखटाने से पहले राज ठाकरे का दरवाजा खटखटाता है। ये बहुत ही शर्मनाक है, आपत्तिजनक है और मुख्यमंत्री को इस पूरे प्रकरण में दखल देना चाहिए और मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र की जनता को इस प्रकार का विश्वास दिलाना चाहिए कि सरकार उनकी है और किसी को कोई कष्ट है, तकलीफ है, तो उसकी निजात, उसका निपटारा मुख्यमंत्री और सरकार के दरवाजे पर होगा, न कि किसी इंडिविजुअल, किसी व्यक्ती के दरवाजे पर।
यातला विषय मला असं वाटतं, या तिन्ही चित्रपटांचा मागे जेव्हा मुख्यमंत्र्यांची भेट झाली त्याच वेळेला तो विषय संपला होता की याच्या पुढे ते घेणार नाही। आत्ताचा विषय असा होता की मध्यंतरी काहीतरी बातम्या आल्या, काहीतरी ते माहिरा खानला प्रमोशनसाठी काहीतरी फिरवणार आहे। तर असली कुठची गोष्ट होणार नाहीये, एवढं फक्त सांगायला आहे।
म्हणजे माहिरा खान भारतात येणार नाही आणि म्हणजे त्यामुळे फिल्म प्रमोशनलाही नसेल,
फिल्म प्रमोशनलाही नसेल।
रितेश सिंघानींनी असा दावा केला की तिथे प्रमोशनला गेले सिनेमा असेल।
Away from all of that, if you wish to give your house a contemporary, modern look using different elements, then you need to watch this particular story. On Trending Interiors, Vile-PArle caught up with Ronita Italia Dhanu, the editor of Good Homes, who tells us how you can experiment with different shapes, colors and designs while designing the interiors of your home. Take a look.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Trending Interiors. I'm Vile-PArle and I'm outside Red, Blue and Yellow, a store which is known for contemporary and sleek pieces of furniture. And inside is Ronita Italia Dhanu, who's the editor-in-chief of Good Homes. Ronita has cherry-picked certain pieces of furniture for us, which can also be used as statement pieces in your house. So let's go inside and check out some of these pieces, which maybe you can buy and brighten up your homes. Hi Ronita. Hi Aishwarya. You know, the feel that I get when I enter this store is as if I'm in some second home. You know, you have sleek, huge pieces of furniture, contemporary. So tell us, what pieces do you have for us today?
We're talking about, you know, a very distinctive style, a very quiet, strong, contemporary style of furniture design, and I actually wanted to talk to you about it because it's interesting how you can use this kind of furniture in different ways, in different settings, and you know, make your world around you come alive. You've got this bed. You'll see the design. It's stunning. So that if you look at it, you want to sit. You want to hang, you want to loll, you want to just be, put your feet up, grab a book, sort of relax. It gives you the feeling of being on holiday. That's one of the most joyful things about this style. If you take a look at what we have right here where we're standing, this stunning suede couch, these very, very strong coffee tables. If you look at the style, yes, it's contemporary, but it's very, very strong and very, very edgy. It's not something that everyone would be comfortable living with. This is furniture that is solid, it's comfortable, it's handcrafted, it's very, very high on the lifestyle sort of factor. You have one piece there and it will speak. Now the interesting thing is that you've got a dining table, and normally you would put 8 or 12 or 6 chairs around it. But now here what we've got is a combination. So you've got this stunning bench, which would look lovely against a large window. If you've got like a covered patio where you're doing like an informal dining setup, this would work beautifully even there. So we've got the dining table, we've got chairs, we've got a combination with the bench. So it's kind of very mix and match, sort of time out, sort of holiday-ish feel to the setup. There's a story that your furniture is telling. There's a common thread that's running through the furniture. I mean, it's interesting. It's nice to have pieces like that. Other thing is, if you look at the way the art here has been treated, I mean, it's been displayed on these lovely wooden easels. I mean, that's a very, very lovely idea. If you've got the space, if you've got the natural light, if you've got the right kind of spots required for focusing on artworks like that, it's a great way to display art. So I mean, take your cue, get inspired, walk into the store, pick up your own pieces and play with your style so you can find it.
Thank you so much, Ronita. Thank you.
Thanks, Aishwarya.
And with that, it's a wrap here on this edition of the News and Magic Bricks Now. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.